Because just last night we heard Turkey finally lifting its veto on the addition, on the ability for Finland and also for Sweden to join this alliance. So Turkey having decided that actually, yes, that they feel that they are ready now. They've got the agreements, the accords that they need, with a little bit more specifically on what it is that Turkey wanted and what they got. We're joined by Tacan İldem, a retired ambassador, chairman of EDAM Istanbul based think tank now. Tacan, it's really fascinating to see. You served as a NATO Assistant Secretary General. We're seeing how Turkey has now lifted its veto so that these two countries, so that Finland and Sweden can join. I wonder if you can just explain to us the thought process. What did Turkey want? What did Recep Tayyip Erdogan want in order to come to this decision?
Well, first of all, there was no veto because at NATO there are consultations, and after consultations you reach a decision on consensus basis.
Consensus, of course, yes.
Yesterday, the trilateral memorandum that three countries agreed on provides a good basis for these three countries to cooperate amongst each other to address the legitimate security concerns of Turkey. Terrorism, as you may have seen in the new strategic concept, is one of the main threats that NATO faces. One is Russia, the other one is terrorism. So in addressing the concerns of Turkey, legitimate security concerns in fight against terrorism, all allies should be eyeball to eyeball so that they can work together. And I think yesterday's agreement is an important one, paving the way for these two countries in their accession process to move ahead, and I'm very happy for that.
But I just wonder, you're talking about a consensus that all the countries need to agree. They need to have that agreement to enable other countries to come to join this alliance. But when it comes to Turkey, in this particular instance, did they hold NATO hostage in terms of their demands?
I don't think that this qualifier is a fair and relevant one. Don't forget that in 2008, at Bucharest summit meeting, where I was Turkish ambassador to NATO, we were expecting three aspirant countries to become NATO members. But one allied country chose to block the decision, and that country waited for 12 years. It is North Macedonia, in order to become a member of NATO. That's why we are talking about few weeks after the application of Finland and Sweden. And if legitimate concerns of an allied country cannot be addressed, of course, until such time that there is an agreement, the process continues. I'm glad that with the hard work of three countries, there is now a solid basis for cooperation in the future, and there is a mechanism, not only commitments enumerated in this memorandum, but also a mechanism showing how they would be cooperating together.
Tacan İldem, thank you so much for speaking to us, especially with that perspective in terms of what Turkey decided, not lifting a veto, but actually agreeing to these two countries joining this alliance. And of course, that was going to take a little bit of time as well. But it's as Tacan was saying, this consensus is important, and that's again something that Jens Stoltenberg has been always keen to emphasise, that although we talk a lot about, say, Article 5 of NATO, where it's the defence of